Hey everybody, Tim here again. I'm going to apologize right now. This video is going to be a little late. My computer has crashed. I'm trying to get that one figured out because I'm not real tech savvy, so I'm trying to get that figured out, but I want to make videos and keep these going so I can post them as soon as I get my computer working. So I'm here at the national headquarters for Cigar City Garage today, and I wanted to share a little bit of what's going on with the hitchhiker. Here we go. Here she is. This is Henry J number 1. It's turned out pretty nice. I still have the plastic on the windows. Usually I let the customer peel that off. I think I have everything done. I don't start the cars for the customers. I typically want the customers to start their own cars. So, and they're in. It's going to Rudy Matthews to get wired, so I leave the headers off so he don't have to work around them. You can just bolt the headers on and pour some gas in, flush the fuel system out, start it up. So, tell the wheels, Rory had them like bronze powder coated. They look great. Paint job turned out great. The motor, I think, is a 461 from Nyes. It's got two 660s on it. It's a street tunnel ram that they ported to fit on this thing. I think it was 630 or 640 horsepower. Got an Abruzzi Glide in it. We originally built this car with a manual transmission, and he decided he wanted an automatic in it. So, radiator came from Ace Radiator. You can see this up in Fort Wayne. That baby's heavy. I have a feeling this car won't heat up. I mean, that's a big radiator, but honestly, they are proud of them. Them babies are not cheap, but they build a perfect radiator. So, front end's all done, toe end set, another front shocks on it. I'm still waiting on them from AFCO. In my infinite wisdom, I ordered the wrong set of shocks for the front, so we're fixing that. See, got my sticker on there, which is pretty cool. Some of the other people that sponsored him, he's got Ratfink on the trunk lid. Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. I'll open up the door. You can see inside and see what's going on. Okay, here we go. The operator's unit here, the operator's compartment. I built a button over there and mount the buttons like that when it's a full tree trans, so you're not accidentally bumping them and crashing the car. Of course, the taxing good view. You know, trans tunnels in it. Automatic shifter. Kenny drilled the button or the knob for me for the line lock button. Of course, we got a fan in here. MSD 6AL2. Most of the gasser classes want 2 seats, so I put 2 seats in it, as you can well see. Switch panels up there. All turned out pretty cool. Of course, I use harnesses from White Safety Equipment. Love their products, and they re-web them. So you buy a harness and it goes out in 2 years. You can send them the harness back, and they'll re-web it. So I always store all the information for the driver, owner, and the electrician in the seat, like all the parts and pieces they may need. So the windows, I was going to try to put power window units in it, but it would have been way too much trouble, so I made these slide up and down like I did Jerry Van Note's car. So turned out pretty cool. Turned out pretty cool. I say, you can see everything. Throttle linkage. I use 2 return spring brackets. NHRA always wants return springs on both carburetors. They sort of get pissy about that, so that's what we did. We put the return spring kits. All seems to work real well. Got a throttle pedal stop on the inside. Steering down there. We put a mini alternator, just clears. I think you can see all that stuff. Had to modify the bracket a little bit. That comes from East Coast alternators. Used to be East Coast Auto Electric. Chuck Anderick owned it, and he since retired and sold the business, and these guys took it back over. Brackets, alternator, stuff like that, those guys got it going on. East Coast Alternator. I'm going to show you some stuff on this side. See the button mount a little closer, how I've got it there, and it clamps on the steering column there, so you can spin it from side to side. And then the throttle pedal, you can see how that goes there, and I've got the pedal stop there. Those pedal stops are super important. You want to make sure that you don't over center the throttle and bend the shafts, because the throttle will stick if you do. So put a throttle pedal stop on. I do the same thing for the clutch. There's a pedal stop down there, and the brakes are the same way, so everything's adjustable. It's all turning out pretty sweet. So got that screw coming loose. Those are starter buttons. I'll show you those outside. Get out here a little bit. Down here I put a push button. That's for adjusting valves. You can crank the engine over from both sides that way. You know, you don't have to have somebody crank it over for you or anything. You just press that button and it'll do it. So that's what we got going on. Hopefully I can share some operational videos pretty soon, but I wanted you to see how the hitchhiker turned out. So it's pretty good. Okay, thanks for watching.